Welcome back, folks, to the Nasdaq Sniper Academy. This is episode 3, August 7th, 2026. One shot, one kill. Trading the 5-minute ORB according to the Nasdaq Sniper Academy protocol. We have rules, and these rules keep us out of trouble. Most 5-minute ORB videos that you see, they're incomplete. They don't give the whole picture. What you're going to learn in this video is the big picture. How to trade the ORB in a choppy day. What if it's on the inferior side? Understanding the levels and knowing where the price is going to reverse from. Let's take a look today, August 7th, 2026, so we can be prepared and see how we trade the 5-minute ORB. Because it's not, let me say this one last thing. It's not the same, folks. You don't trade it the exact same way every single day because the market doesn't give you the same scenarios. All these 5-minute ORB or 15-minute ORB videos that are out there, folks, they're incomplete. I promise you, they're not giving you the real. They give you the generic version of it, but it doesn't work every single day. Let's take a look at today. I'm here to help. I'm the Nasdaq Sniper. I don't have no course to sell you. I'm not trying to con you into something. I'm just giving you the game. Let's take a look. All right, folks, so here we are, pre-market, August 7th, 2026. And one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to look for my support and resistance levels. So I find this fair value gap way up here that looks like a beautiful place for a reversal, or at least a place of interest that price could get a rejection from. 29,840. So if you're writing this, if you're taking notes, write down 29,840. So price opens, it's 8:30, bam, right? The market is open. But again, I'm not trading nothing until the 5-minute ORB sets up. I just want to see where the levels are that price may get a nice reversal from or come down and get support. So now what you see, I'm going to pull myself out the way. Look at this. Bam, 29,560. See this fair value gap right here? This one right there, big fair value gap. Okay, that's at 29,560. Now remember that, write that down. So I'm believing that today's range will be 29,840 down to 29,560. That looks like a plausible, realistic range for the Nasdaq today. Okay, so I got that drawn out. Now I'm ready. Now I know where price wants to go. Either up to here or down to here, or both, right? All right, I'm excited, folks. I want you to see this. Oh, let me get my, where am I at? I got to get myself back on this screen here. Sorry, folks. But that doesn't matter. You don't need to see me. Listen, price is coming up, and we're about to get this, the 5-minute ORB drawn out here. Okay, so price comes up, it's 835, 5-minute ORB is established. We get a fair value gap. I'm thinking about buying the break of it, but once that fair value gap is taken out, nope, that's a no trade. I don't want it no more, right? This is going fast, but if you're a beginner, I'm sorry. So you see down here, look, I set my buy order because I'm ready for it to come down there. But I'm like, you know what? It's not coming down there yet. Let me take this buy order off. It's still just chopping around the 5-minute ORB. Okay, so the 5-minute ORB, again, it's set. Now, right there, that purple line, that's my measuring stick. I want to measure out the size of the 5-minute ORB. Okay. Again, I know that there's a fair value gap up here. So right now, I'm just telling myself to wait. I write it down on my chart because I don't want to get monkey brain. I don't want to just start jumping into stuff. I know there's a VWAP down here and the 200 SMA. So I write out 140 points so I can see it. So I know, hey, don't, this is pretty wide. So I can't do 2 or 3, 4 micros. I'm going to only do 1 micro for now because I'm on a 25,000. Well, it's a $50,000 account, but It's all about risk to reward. Okay, I see this fair value gap, but I also know this is a resistance area in here, right? I know price could come in here and shoot down, reject. So we don't play the break of the 5-minute ORB right here. Some other videos might tell you to take that break, not when you got this fair value gap. I would need a break, retest, and then go. But we don't get that. So that's a no trade. You just sit back and wait. Now, I'm watching price come down and rejecting it, but it didn't fill this fair value gap. It just poked his head into it a little bit. So I know that it's still open, folks. That's very important. I want you to keep watching all the way to the end, and you'll see why. So now I'm watching, right? Excuse me. Just chopping. Choppy garbage. And again, this video is for traders that have been around for a little while. If you just started trading, this might be a little too advanced for you. But if you've been around long enough, if you know what a fair value gap is, if you know what a VWAP is and all this other stuff, and you've been trading for a year or two, and you're listening to all these gurus, you're doing this 5-minute ORB breakout, you're trying this strategy and all this stuff, and you're like, what is going on? I'm here to give you the game. You keep blowing accounts, and now you want to know, how can I understand how to read the Nasdaq to where it's clear, crystal clear? Well, I'm your guy. So watch this. You do nothing. All this rangy garbage stuff, you just do nothing. Like, yeah, if you want to try to snatch little 10 points here, 2 points there, great. But there's no real setup in here, right? So you just wait. So now we know that the breakdown is an inferior side because we got this 2-minute parent here. We got the VWAP here. We got the 15-minute. We know we can get a lot of push. So we're not going to take it on the break, even if it gives us a fair value gap, because it could just hit VWAP. This is VWAP, and shoot back all the way to the moon. So you see right there, reaction off of VWAP right there. That's VWAP, right? Plus we have this uptrend. See this uptrend? It hasn't been broken yet. All right, so guess what? We're just going to sit back and wait for a break, retest, and then go. Let me pull myself out the way a little bit. You see, the trend line hasn't been broken. So I'm not too excited yet for a bearish play. I need to see price come back into the fair value gap and then break this level. Then we're confident. Then we got confirmation, because again, this is the inferior side of the 5-minute ORB. All right, stick with me. So here, price comes back in right here. Bam, comes into the fair value gap. Right? Now, I need to see price break down underneath. Break. Then we can play the short down to our level. So here, I put my limit order there. I'm ready.
Stop filled.
Bam, we're in. All right. So now we put our stop right above the swing high. That's structure, folks. Just keep it up there. Don't move it. Don't play games. Keep it according to structure, according to the swing high. That's the top of the knee. You see the leg? That's the top of the knee. Anyways, so we're in. It breaks under VWAP. Price just broke underneath, the 5-minute ORB, break, retest, and then go. So now we're going to want to see price come down to our 29,560 level, which is that fair value gap down there. Now, trust me, folks, it could be nerve-wracking a little bit just watching price dance around VWAP. But you just got to keep everything according to structure, and you just wait. You let it play out. It's like if you're baking a cake, you don't put it in the oven and take it out 2 minutes later. Sometimes you just got to let it cook, right? So right here, I take my measuring stick to figure out exactly where my take profit is going to be. Measure. Other people will tell you, take a 2-to-1. You don't always take a 2-to-1. Not when you got a rangy top day. You just take the size of the 5-minute ORB, folks. I want you to hear this. Nobody else teaches this. I'm the only one that teaches this. Take the size of the 5-minute ORB. That's what you want on a day like today, especially to the inferior side. So we got the size of the 5-minute ORB measured out right into this fair value gap. So that's a double confirmation. The size plus the fair value gap, that's where we're going to take profit. So as you can see, price is starting to finally break this trend line because I'm nervous. I'm like, come on now, hurry up and break this trend line. But I'm not moving my stop. I'm not doing no break-even stuff. Either I'm going to win or I'm going to lose, right? Okay, finally, breaks the trend line. We're feeling a little more confident. And I'm waiting for price to come down. There it is. Right there. Let me move myself out there. We see this? So I'm moving my stop. It's real close. I'm moving it tight just in case it doesn't get it all the way.
Stop.
Right? Because it came close, but it might not fill it. And sure enough, price came right into there to the top of that 5-minute ORB. Ooh, I'm sorry. The fair value gap. And I'm just going to move myself out the way. Listen, folks, if you want fancy videos don't make you money, folks. You can go watch all these gurus that got fancy videos. I'm here to teach you the game. So this is what we call a sniper exit. Look at this. Sniper exit. Bam. It came down like what? 8 points away from my target or something like that. My exit was only like 2 more points. Sniper exit. All right. That's what we teach at the Nasdaq Sniper Academy. How to get sniper entries and how to get sniper exits, because you can get in a trade and then, but you don't know where to exit. So right here, we just bought. Now you're saying, okay, Nasdaq Sniper, why did you buy right there? Well, because we had this fair value gap. We got this market structure shift. We knew that this was the inferior side, which means I'm not thinking it's going to trend down all day, right? So we're in. Because why? We still got this fair value gap up here that hasn't been closed, folks. I want you to learn this. Very few people are going to teach you exact levels. Boom, right up to here. Come down to here, right back up to there, just like we said in pre-market. I said we would go down to 29,560, then go back up to 29,840. So we're in. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. This ain't no video just training you on a chart. I'm in. Okay. I'm up $200, but guess what? This fair value gap right here, I'm like, yeah, this thing might give me a little trouble. I'm kind of watching it. And sure enough, it doesn't look like it's rejected hard, but I got to be a little cautious. So sure enough, we get a pullback from that fair value gap. I could have just took profit there, but I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me just go ahead and take a little bit of profit, right? So $55. And if we get a break of this trend line, because I got 2 fair value gaps, that shows strength. 1, 2. So I'm thinking, okay, I know it still wants to go up there to get that, fill that gap. So I draw my little bull flag. Bam. So I'm in. I'm like, if it breaks this, I'm in. I got VWAP. It's above VWAP. So I'm sitting here thinking I'm extremely more confident it's going up there. Now, I add a little bit later. I add down here. Now I'm in for 2. Price dances around for like 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes. I don't know how long. But guess what? It's almost 10 o'clock. And I'm done by 10, folks. I got my stop up here. I got my take profit, right? Like we said, 29,840. But I only trade for an hour and a half a day. So I'm looking at the clock. I'm watching price dance around. I'm in for 2. I'm ready to make some big money. We got this gap that it wants to go to. But we're above VWAP. So that's the confirmation of why it would go up. But again, I have a disciplined schedule.
Stop filled.
10 o'clock came. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to be done for the day. Here we go, 10 o'clock. So I said, all right, I'm just going to be out. So I took a break even on that and got some things accomplished. Came back 45 minutes later. And sure enough, just like we said, folks, right here, 29,840 came right into this to fill this gap and then rejected from there. So that's what you can expect to learn here at the Nasdaq Sniper Academy, folks. Let me erase this and let me just talk to you a second. That's what you can expect to learn. Every other 5-minute ORB strategy that you see out there, every other 15-minute ORB strategy, there's thousands of them. Go watch them. They're not going to teach you what you just saw. They all are generic. They only are good on trending days. But you and I both know there's range days. How do you trade an ORB on a range day? You just saw it, folks. Congratulations. If you liked what you saw, if you learned a little something, just leave a comment in the chat. Just say, give me a thumbs up, maybe a like or subscribe. I'm giving you the game for free, folks. Nasdaq Sniper here, just giving you the game. Happy trading. God bless. Hope you learned something today.